The Monroe Doctrine, originally articulated by President James Monroe on December 2 in 1823, was a key United States foreign policy statement that opposed European colonialism in the Americas. However, on March 4 in 1825, during inauguration, John Quincy Adams reaffirmed and expanded upon the principles of the Monroe Doctrine, reinforcing its significance in American diplomacy. The Monroe Doctrine was introduced in response to concern that European power, particularly Spain and France, might attempt to reclaim or expand their influence in the Western Hemisphere following the Napoleonic Wars. The United States under Monroe sought to protect the newly independent Latin American nation from European intervention, including Mexico, Argentina, and Colombia had successfully fought for their independences from Spanish rule, and the United States feared that European power might attempt to reconquer them. The doctrine had three main principles. 1. Non-colonialization. The Americans were no longer open for European colonization. 2. No intervention. European nations should not interfere in the affairs of the Western Hemisphere. 3. United States neutrality. In return, the United States would not involve itself in European conflicts. When John Quincy Adams took office on March 4 in 1825 as the sixth President of the United States, he reiterated the principles of the Monroe Doctrine in his inaugural address. Adams, who has been Monroe's Secretary of State, played a crucial role in formulating the doctrine in the first place. He strongly believed that the Western Hemisphere should be free from European control and that the United States had a responsibility to act as a guardian of its neighbors. During his speech, Adams emphasized 1. The United States' commitment to preventing European intervention in the Americas. 2. The belief that independent American nations should govern themselves without external interferences. 3. The need for the United States to continue its policy of neutrality in European affairs while ensuring security and stability in the Western Hemisphere. The idea that American foreign policy should be based on national interests rather than alliances with European power. One of the key factors in the initial success of the Monroe Doctrine was the support of Great Britain. The British, who had a strong naval presence and economic interest in Latin America, also opposed the recolonization of the region. They saw the doctrine as aligning with their own goal of free trade and limiting Spanish and French influences. The British Navy effectively helped enforce the Monroe Doctrine in its early years by discouraging European intervention. Adams' reaffirmation of the Monroe Doctrine in 1825 reinforces the United States' position as a dominant force in the Americas. Over time, the doctrine evolved into a key justification for United States intervention in Latin America and shaped America's foreign policy well into the 20th centuries. While originally intended as the protective measure for newly independent nations, it was later used to justify United States action such as Spanish-American War in 1898, the Roosevelt Colorado, and intervention in countries like Cuba, the Dominican Republic, and Nicaragua. By the mid-19th century, the Monroe Doctrine had become a central pillar of United States foreign policy, helping to define America's role in global affairs. It was cited in numerous instances to deter European involvement in Latin America and later to support United States economic and military expansion in the region. The doctrine set the stage for the Manifest Destiny movement and the eventual expansions of United States influences throughout the Western Hemisphere. The Monroe Doctrine, first introduced in 1823 and reaffirmed by John Quincy Adams in 1825, played a crucial role in shaping the diplomatic and political landscape of the Americas. While its original intention was to prevent European interferences, it later became a foundation for United States expansionist policies. Its legacy continues to be relevant in discussion of American foreign policy and hemisphere relations today.